Hello, everybody, and welcome to our session. Today, before we're going to start our session, today we would like to grant success passing of one of my colleagues and one of my students, trainee, Engineer Ahmed Shaban. He did a great and wonderful job by passing the PMP exam, and I wish him all his career success and as well to protrude into his career path and to have a better potentialities, right, and to become one of the great project certified project manager. Well done, Ahmed, and keep it up. Okay, so let's say we're gonna start with our in previous session in Marketland, we have discussed about the how to build a strategic plan, right? And we focused on the first part is to have a business concept, right? Conceptual model, right? And the business concept basically to have your vision, you're having your mission and your objectives. And then we looked on to the second part, identifying your goals and the positioning of your market, right? And the target market or your target audience, and as well we looked also as well we discussed about the ploy, right, how to outwit your uh, competitor. We looked also as well onto the current forecasted or the market budgetary plan you're setting for your project or for your organization, right? And then what is the forecast budget you will be requiring and the current budget and your team building. Today, we're going to be resuming with the market analysis, right? So, when you actually need to perform a market analysis to know a situation analysis for your market, right? You need to know that is it your strategic plan you're going to be building, right? Will it make or it's going to break your business, right? So, in other words, you need to have the person who's going to analyze and build your plan. He should be a person with an expertise who had drawn into the market, who had worked, who is being qualified, right? Who has a plan in place, right? He knows what are the potential items that you're going to include into the market, right? And that will able to build your business. Today, many owners today they have they start recruiting, right, qualified people for a month or two, and once they start looking that the business is starting to there's a fine line it's going to uh, start to grow up, they start uh, dismissing those people, and they believe that once they had built the initiative part they will be able to complete it, and that's analogy is total mistaken, right? Because even if you're an owner, right, and you recruited someone who is a consultant or who someone is an expert, right, he needs to complete the whole process till the end because he knows the steps, like the steps you're going to placing it one after the other, right? You won't be able to place. Every position has its own way of doing his own work and business. So it's important to select the sort of product, right? And especially in the right market, right? So we always say the product is at the right place and the right market, right? At the right positioning. So you need to know which product you're going to be utilized at which country, at which location, right? For example, I won't get a Jaguar car and I go to a poor neighborhood and sell them a Jaguar car or Mercedes or a BMW, right? Even BMW break my wallet, right? So it won't be able and logical, right? To or logical as well in order to sell that product. So it's very important to know the sort of the market, the niche market you're going to operate into. You need to understand the market economy, right? In order to present that product into it with the class level of the market. Now, again, you need to look onto the market size, right? So you need to quantify how many people are going to buy from my product, right? So let's say if I have an ERP system, right? An ERP system, medium sized, right? Small to medium sized. So I would say that if I would sell in a year, right, a customized application, I would be selling maybe 3 to 4, right, customers. But if I'm looking at a 4GL, an Oracle or a SAP, yes, they have a big potentiality. They have a team of marketing, they have team of sales, they have team of expertise. They are localized all over the world, so they will be able to sell, right, with, I mean, uh, they will be selling like 10,000, 20,000, right, all over the world, or 30,000. You can name the number, right? But it's going to be a mega projects, right? That's going to be provided as well through their vendors' sites. So to answer these questions, right, in order to know how many people are going to buy your product, right? So you need first of all to study your market. You need to perform a market survey, a market analysis. Who is your ideal customer, right? So you need to have a customer identity, okay? You need to know the demographics, right? So as I was using the ERP system, okay, so you need to look onto the type of industry you're going to focus on. Is it going to be manufacturing? Is it going to be a retailing, automation, and the cost price you're offering that it is being compared to your competitor, right? And I'm targeting a small or a medium or a mega customer size. Remember that the product always, there is a concept called a product life cycle. And the product life cycle, you need to know that it starts from conception to development to maturity to decline till it goes withdrawal. That means your product that it carries a certain features, if it's protruded into the market and it's being brought, if you are not going to re-update a new version on that product, then your product is going to diminish out of the market, right? So it's very important, by the way, the technology, if it's in software, what type of technology? I don't expect that if you build an ERP system using a PHP that's a personal home page, right, it would be feasible or ideological, right, to sell it to a customer. But if you use the Oracle technology, use the Microsoft.NET technology, if you use the SAP technology, those are the 4GL, then yes, you can make a selling more easily, right? Because your customer will always feel that he is unique, security at all measures, and he knows that you're selecting the correct tools that is filled his product. But if I go for e-commerce and not commerce, yeah, or a personal home page, PHP, it would be good because it comes from a name, personal home page. Now, SWOT analysis will be need to know. You need to know, especially when you market, when you look into your outsider, you need to know what are your strengths, right? And the strengths is being emphasized into two areas: your internal organization and your external. So, for example, internal, you need to look what is my experience in managing medium to mega projects. External, am I ahead of my competitor? So I need to perform competitor analysis. Is there a demand on my product? You need to look onto your internal weakness, right? I'm and that's many things we'll be seeing it. Lack of top executive, right? Support, and that goes a drastic decision. Okay, interference of your executives into making decisions apart from the person who should be making a decision. Okay, because he's using his authoritarian as he's being the owner and he's the owner of the company. Okay, and he doesn't know that he's actually affecting his business, right? External, a lack of client references. Opportunities, okay? What is the opportunity to be a market leader in the ERP system, right? Being market leader on setting an ERP and clouding, that's another opportunity in the external. Threats, top executives, radical decisions, right? This is one of the internal killers of the organization. And external could be, if we look onto the McKinsey or the part2 post, you will find that you have in the middle the revival of the competitor to market reader. And that what makes the part2 post is that one of the things is that you need to study your current market outstanding compared to your competitor, and you need to look onto other challenges such as the power of the purchaser, the power of the supplier, new entrants, competitors into the market. And that's what we call it, the five-quarter false analysis that needs to perform. Now, when it comes to comparative analysis, I'm comparing myself, my values I provide better than my competitors. So once you have known your identified competitors, you need to perform gap analysis. The gap analysis, it will be looking onto three perspectives pillars. First of all, differentiation. So what do I provide better product or service? What are the value constituents of my product that is being more uniquer than the competitor? Market segment, what is the sort of level? I'm going to focus on niche market, micro market, mini market, macro environment market, okay? Focus on a small target audience, large target audience, okay? Persona, your IDC, identity of your client, you need to know it. Cost of leadership, what is my prices? Do I really provide with a competitive advantage price? What is the maximum profits I can be able to retain? Okay, I'm reducing my price as compared to my competitors, but am I making a profit, or I'm just reducing it and I'm making a deprofitization? These are all the points you need to also to look through your market competitive analysis. Again, as we're looking onto the product and service, okay, so you need to know what are the items inside the product that will attract your customer, okay? And then you'll be able to know if my product is being on demand, then I will be able to produce, right? So I'll be supplying more the product. If my product is less in demand, so my supply will be less, okay? So you remember always that part of marketing and digital marketing is that you need to give information, right, to the audience about your product. What does my product, why is my product number one in the market? What is the benefit you're going to be using from that product or that service I'm going to be providing? Why should I choose your product and I shouldn't be using that product of the competitor? All of this information, they need to be set onto your website, explaining your identity, your perfection, the value you do provide. It's very important. Customer segmentation, so the target audience, the target market, okay? You need to build demographics. You need to know your customer, the identity of your customer, right? So you need to know where does my customer lives in, so that's called market positioning. What is the age range, persona I'm gonna be looking? What is the level of education, again, persona? What are the common patterns of behavior, okay? What they spend for their free time, how they spend, right? And then you need to go start searching them onto your social media, right? On your Facebook, on your into the LinkedIn, into your Twitter, Instagram. You start looking them. You need to know, and that's what we call it, the market journey, right? Where do you where do they work? Where do the technology they use? How much do they earn? Okay, what are the community employed? Okay, and what are the values and beliefs or opinion? These are all the questions of the market segmentations. You're able to know them so that you're able to target your audience in a correct way. From the digital side, right, and that what we call it the branding online. Okay, so you need to go and start looking onto the digital marketing, right? So how do you use the advert through the branding online through the Twitter? Or do you use Instagram, or do you use LinkedIn to make your adverts, or Facebook? What is the most common social media? You need to look onto it and to study them, right? So you'll be able to provide them with the service that they require and demand for. Again, you have the 4 P's. The price, what is the price I'm going to offer that my customer is going to be taking? The product that will suit them, okay? Promotions, what are the promotions I can be providing so that I attract that customer, right? And the place, where is the region I'm going to? Never go to a zone area where there's a war and you're going to promote there, right? So you need to know the place. And again, as I was using the earlier example for the Jaguar and Mercedes, right? I don't know, you go for a microeconomy and then start selling at the poor neighborhood a Jaguar car or Mercedes. No, I should be looking onto special areas of people, class A club, who they're gonna be able to pay for those expensive cars. You need to look onto the logistic operation plan. How I'm gonna get the raw materials, right, from the suppliers, shipment and fulfillment, right? Is it gonna be through DHL services, courier services, right? Inventory. Should my inventory stock in zero GIT, just in time, or there will be a stock available into my inventory, right? Or I'm just going to be using the GIT just in time so that I don't have contamination of product. My equipments are available, right, whenever they're used. Facilities, are they provide for the service of the staff to be able to provide with transportations, production. Is my raw materials are always available on time, and they're able to have a plan for producing these products on time and delivering it on time. These are all things that affects your business and needs to be considered. Financial plan, right? When you look also as well, you need to look onto three important perspectives from financial: the income statement, right? So how much do I get? The revenue, right? Balance sheet, right? So balance sheet, you need to know inside it what are my fixed assets, right? What's are the costs? What's my open balance? What's my closing? And the cash flow statement, the cash inflow and the cash outflow, which are all should be equal and was profitable. Okay. Okay, so these are the three major important parts when it comes to finance. Hope this session has been great contribution for you, and we hope to meet you on other sessions. Remember, the phase one we have discussed, it's about how to build your business plan, and as well we look on the market plan. So you need to understand that to build the business plan, you need to have your strategic plan as well as your market plan. Thank you very much for your time. It has been a great pleasure for me talking with you with other topics.